What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I guess welcome back to me too, but good to see you all, i.e., Andrew. How's it going? Hope you've been well. It's been a while since you've seen this. So, yeah, I'm back. And actually, I've been back for like a week, almost, technically. Oh, Richard, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? Let's get some tunes going. We'll just ease into it, kind of, because I have in my head, it's either going to be like a super short stream or it could be like a nice chill kind of hangout. But yeah, well let's get some music going. Let's see, what should we listen to? Probably some Korean music because we're gonna talk about Koreas. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I should just add that to like my like a the fast reaction or I should just say the song basically. Is it too quiet? I don't actually know. I don't remember. I forgot I forgot so much about what I normally do. I sat here for like a solid 30 minutes just getting things set up. Uh it good if anything you can turn down. Oh, really? Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so maybe it's just because it's Angry Birds that it's like that. Wow, this is so weird. It's so surreal. Like Home Depot music. What is that? Does that even exist on Spotify? Home Depot. Wait, this is a real thing? What the heck? It's good for gaming, but for just chatting could be lower. Ah, I see. I see. I see. I see. Um, what if I did that? Is this better? I brought the mic closer. What is this Home Depot? I don't know what this is. Hang on. Oh wait, that means I need to unhide a ton of stuff. I don't know if I wanted to do. Oh, what the? Hey, stop that! Why are you playing again? Can't hear the music. Interesting. What? How? With my dad shorts on. Yeah, again, like I haven't touched this in so long that I've kind of forgot where things were. Here. I'm surprised that the Home Depot actually has a Spotify account. Like they're literally an artist on Spotify with 84,783 monthly listeners. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be real though, it's really quiet for me. So I'm not too sure. Here, I'm gonna play a different song and then let me know uh if it's too loud or too quiet. Of course, let's do some. What gets kind of loud? I guess this gets kind of loud, right? Eventually. Ah, okay. I think I remember why now. It's because it good for sure. You think it's still a little too loud for just chatting? Because now I remember. Yes, the volume is where it should be. Because when I have a game playing, the game is a little louder than the music for me. But I think on stream the music is where it should be. I forget. I forget the specifics. You still can't hear it? Wait, what? Wait a minute. What? You can hear me loud and clear though? What? Just not the music very well. Interesting. It's very faint. It is faint for me as well, but that's what I should be hearing, not what you should be hearing. You should be hearing it pretty well. All right, Andrew, it clear for me? Okay, just like lower your volume really quick, because I'm gonna boost this for a hot second. Ready? Okay, here we go. Can you hear that? Because I can hear it very clearly now. But it should be like blasting through Andrew's speakers. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down now. What do you think, Richard? It's like if I'm playing myself level. Ah. Well, I could hear it decent then. Okay. Wait, so then what did I do with my... Hang on. Wait. I have to Oh, this is gonna be really annoying. Hang on. Okay. I can hide that. Hide that. Wow, this is one of the joys of navigating Spotify through questionably legal methods on stream. Okay, browser, desktop audio, Lost Ark. Remember that game? Oh my. Let's see. Okay, so oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's weird because normally I have my volume low because that's just the center volume, so I can hear you completely fine at like 12. But the thing is, I haven't changed anything since, or compared to when I would stream in the past. So like when I played, what was it, TFT? Were you able to hear the music? Oh, this is a good song. Because otherwise, that would mean that during TFT games, you wouldn't have been able to hear music anyway. Because the in-game stuff would have been louder than the music, right? Welcome to Troubleshooting with BJ on Twitch. You are... Yeah, I couldn't really... Okay. Okay. I know what's going on now. Thank you, Richard, for your very helpful input. I'm searching stuff on Reddit. Oh, no. You don't have to. I'm a music major. I studied this. Like, this is actually something that I had actually studied, so I know what I need to do. So from here, basically, oh wow, big brain. Yeah, I know. So I can see the meters of like how loud or how quiet things are. Yes, Spotify is very quiet in relation to myself. So what I will do, which that means I did change to Spotify volume. So if I do this, it should be where I would want it from where I hear. But that means that... Is it going to blow up Andrew's eardrums? Hopefully not. But then that's really curious how he could hear it pretty loud. See, I don't understand that. That I'm kind of confused by. Because it... That doesn't make sense to me. What I see here for Richard makes more sense. But I don't know, man. I think we need like a third opinion. Someone that will tip the scales, because right now we have someone who says it's good or like decent. Other one says it's loud, but it's fine. It's like same volume as you, if not louder. Really? Interesting. Hang on, let me listen to it, because it should not be like that. Hang on. I realized the flaw in my plan because I can't actually hear the music when the music's playing when I'm trying to listen to the VOD. Though, hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say I couldn't hear it on the VOD, but that's because it was quiet, which is what Richard is hearing. So Richard and I are hearing the same thing. Andrew, I don't know what's going on with your stream, but like I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you because from what I'm seeing and what it should technically be, that is what I'm hearing on my end, and Richard is hearing that too. So it's very curious to me how you may hear it very differently than we do, which is so strange. How does that even happen? Is that even possible? I don't even think that's possible. It's not like loud. Never mind. That's loud. See, but that's where I'm so confused. Where like, how is it that you're hearing something very different from what I'm hearing and what Richard's hearing? That's so interesting to me. How's that even? That doesn't make sense. He's just on another level, basically, literally as well. Interesting. Wait. Ah, that's so. I don't know what to do about that. Because again, from what I'm seeing in terms of what I should be outputting through OBS, it should be rather nice. Also, BG, you gotta join us for Clash this weekend to perfect our new strat. Wait a minute, what? What's happening? What? Wait, what? What's happening in Clash? What's happening this weekend? Or maybe I should ask what the strat is. What's going on? Welcome to the team. Hello? Wait a minute. Hold up. Pause. What? Somebody explain to me what's going on. Somebody fill me in. Don't ask. I already did. I need answers. I need the details. I need the specifics. Jason and Lux are in it as well. Oh, just get ready. Okay, well, actually, should I be concerned? Do I get to play Seraphine? If I get to play Seraphine, just know I might get the short end of the stick. Wait. Oh, I can though. See, now I have a lot of questions coming up, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it. I just might get tower dived a lot. Oh, that happens to me anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's nothing surprising to me. Just play safe bot and CS. Oh, I'm playing APC? Oh, okay. Is someone going to be my Sejuani support or something? Wait, hang on. What? When is it? What time? Gotta figure out if I'll even be here or like doing something. Saturday. There won't be a lot of players at the bot side. Okay. A Saturday when? Like usually in the evening, right? Evening? Evening. 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 Alright. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, fine. Interesting. But yeah, I'll be your support until level 3. Oh, it's one of those, huh? Okay. I see. Let's see. What should we listen to? Let's listen to some K-pop Rising. Let's get some new K-pop songs going. All right, Andrew, I'm sorry. It's gonna blow out your ears, but I think everyone else is fine. Oh, if you're in chat and the music is too loud for you, please let me know. Because I don't think it's loud, Richard doesn't think it's loud, but Andrew does. And out of the 3, he's the only one. So if it's too loud for you, please let me know so that we could balance the scales. Plants vs. Zombies. Oh my gosh. Alright. Again, I should just, like, save these. Anyway, now that I've warned you, I got a blast now. Alright. Bye, Richard. Oh, also, I reconnected my YouTube channel to this, or my VODs channel to this, so if you want to see the stream VODs, you can either go here on Twitch, or later you can always check out the YouTube channel. I don't know why I was disconnected or anything, but Yeah, I fixed that earlier today. Let me know if it's any exceptionally spicy stories. Yeah, yeah. I will let you know. And speaking of which, here is a question for everybody. How would you like this to go? Because we can do the show and tell stuff and then have like little story times intertwined within that. Change my request to I'll see you again. What? What is that? See you again. Oh, okay. And then how do I get rid of this one? Boom, get rid of this. Okay. But yeah, so as you can see, show and tell with stories weaved in. Cool. So when I was in Korea, I got a few things. I didn't actually get too many stuff or too much stuff because I didn't have that much space in luggage because I wasn't the only one that went. I went with my family. And whenever you go with your family, especially if they're in Korea, as Koreans, they get a lot of stuff. So we when we went to Korea, we had one large suitcase, one small carry-on, and then I had my backpack. My dad had a backpack. So that's two personal items and then one small, one large luggage bags, right? Gaming spree, what's up? Are you gonna make me drink a lot of water again? It's good to have you back. Just started to tell like the what's it called? The context of how I have these things, but drink water. Hey, you gotta redeem the points for that, bruh. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for it. But there's a limit of 3 for you. I'm only doing up to 3. I'm not suggesting anymore. Oh my goodness. He's pulling out the big guns. He's trying to threaten me. Wow. Well, anyway, so so yeah, so when we went, we had 2 backpacks, small carry-on luggage thing, and then a large case. I forgot the word already. What the heck? Anyway, so we had a large luggage, small luggage, 2 backpacks. On the way back, we had the 2 backpacks, we had 1 small luggage, 2 large luggage, and then boxes. So our suggested or our amount of things we're bringing back was double that of what we brought initially. Because again, when you're in Korea, you get a bunch of stuff, you bring it over, and then you just kind of, you know, either keep it for yourself or share it with people. In my case, I got a lot of things for myself personally, but also to share with some friends. First of all, being my glasses. These are not new. These are actually the ones I've been using since last year. Really nice, actually. They're just blue filter glasses. Just used them when I was still in school, doing a lot of the online classes and stuff. But then I got new glasses. So they look like this. And for people who couldn't tell that I got new glasses, I don't understand how, honestly, because they're like completely different shapes. Drip. Hey, you know what's up. Because, yeah, these are like, or these aren't the exact ones that I had before. The ones I had before, these, which are actually really similar to the ones that I just had on. But you look like Harry Potter. Oh, thanks. But, so these are the ones that I had before. Oh, look at me. Wow. That's kind of weird. Very trippy. These are the ones I had before. They're like, not necessarily a box, but, you know, more rectangular. These are very circular. So, again, if you can't tell the difference between these two, I don't know what's up, but it's very obvious. Very different, right? Right. And it's also because these are thicker on the outside. These are thinner. But still. A lot of, like, surprising thing about Korea, or maybe not surprising, it's actually pretty common, but because a lot of people wear glasses, the prices for glasses are very cheap, but they also make it very light and more convenient. So yeah, I got these for like maybe like $70, whereas I don't know, the ones I had from America, when did I get that? I got that like 2015 or 16. It's like, casual $200, $250. So a lot cheaper and a lot better. Apparently my prescription was wrong for my last pair of glasses, which were these. So really funny. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, that was one of the first things I got. And then another thing I got for myself, I have all the stuff like right here, but I'm trying to see if I forgot anything because I also got some shirts. Not this one. This one I got here. But there are some other shirts that I got. You'll probably see them on my vlogs when they come out. When will they come out? Probably in September. Speaking of which, the Canada vlogs out now. First one came out on Monday. Second one I just finished editing today, so I'm gonna make the thumbnail after this and then upload it so that it comes out on Monday. But something that I'm thinking about just to keep up with the timing of things is I'm gonna, like, once I'm done with all the Canada vlogs, I'm gonna work on the Korea vlogs, which what? You have till Monday. Oh, you have to wait till Monday. Yeah, basically. But so that's happening. I'm thinking for the Korea vlogs, I'm gonna edit them as quickly as I can afterwards, and then have like a 1 week of just daily uploads for that, so that you can see all the content right then, and then we get that out of the way. That way, it's not like watching summer content in the winter, because it takes time. And I personally upload every week on Monday, but that does take a long time, especially with the what was it, The Last of Us 2? It was 7 parts, so doing a weekly upload means there's like almost 2 months in terms of scheduling, so kind of slow if I'm being honest, but it's a one-man show. I gotta do all the work. Though, for one of the future videos, I've actually had someone help me out with it, and then we're gonna see how that goes. Hey! Oh, wait, I just realized I have 2 screens to... Well, actually, it's 3 things to read from, but... Marina Lopez, thank you for the follow. Hope you've been doing well. Just doing some... Or I guess right now it's story time, but... Gonna do some show and tell really soon. So, hope you, are comfortable and just hang out with us. But yeah, so generally the thought is for the Korea vlogs, I'm gonna have it all in 1 week, just daily uploads. So that means I'll have to be very busy editing for a while. But it should be okay. Vlog content is a lot easier for me to edit because it's like maybe 20 minutes where I can, or 20 to 30 minutes where I could condense it, as opposed to stream highlights where it's like 3 hours and I have to condense it to 15 minutes. That really sucks. But it's the content. But anyway, enough blabbering about that. Some other thing I got for myself, aside from clothes, which you'll see in some other videos or like later on in the future, I also got a notepad and a pencil. Pencil because I didn't have any pencils when I was there. Really, really like awkward situation and slightly unfortunate, but got a pencil so I could write. And this notebook, it's actually pretty cool because not only was it like less than $1, this is something that is going to help me for the rest of the year, where if you remember from January, one of my New Year's resolutions, I guess there were 5, they were to have a consistent streaming schedule, which was mostly true, but until I went traveling. So technically that doesn't count, but still going. So stream schedule, consistency, and then I forgot. It's all of them, actually. The big ones were basically stream schedule, weekly uploads for the... Can you write stuff in it? Oh yeah, of course. It's like an actual notepad, I started writing stuff on this first page. You can like barely see it, but basically, the big 3 ones. It was consistent stream schedule, release videos, and catch up with stream highlights to where I am now, which realistically, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but weekly uploads for YouTube is basically what it boils down to. The third thing, actually, is to release an album by the end of the year. That's gonna be really hard. But that's where I started with this, because in Korea, I actually met up with some of my friends that I met in Australia, and I asked them a bunch of questions about like how to start songwriting, how do you approach it, lyrics, music, like instrumentation, producing it, mixing, mastering, and all that stuff. So I got a lot of info from that, or from them. Got to learn a bit from just practically doing it because I've done it in classes as well when I was in uni, and also just from personal experience. So this little notebook is going to help me to keep that commitment by practicing like songwriting, lyrics, just like rhyming stuff too, doing things called like object writing, where you just choose an object like I don't know, like a phone, and then you just write about a phone. What does a phone have? What does it look like? How does it feel? And then have a rhyming scheme with that and stuff like that. That's to like help practice creative writing. So that's what this was. I've only written in one page though, so a little awkward. But this is the actual thing where I'm gonna start writing stuff, and then I'm gonna try to get a new guitar soon because I'm selling some stuff to like, you know, make more space in my small room. But that's that. So that's really cool. It's a visual and physical representation of me trying to achieve that goal before the end of the year. Can you get a LeBron James guitar? I had no idea that even existed. Hang on, wait, what? That is that a real thing? Hang on. LeBron James guitar. Is that a real thing? No way. That's not a real thing. Is it? Like, just get a guitar, but then tape a photo of LeBron James to it? Actually, that's interesting. They, maybe it's not they. It's technically from eBay. But there is, like, a little mini guitar from... Hang on. Oh, it's a collectible. I see. Okay, that's kind of cool, though. Hang on, let me show you guys. There's this little collectible LeBron James guitar. Is it playing Blackpink in the background? Is it? This is not Blackpink. Also, if you want to see the name of the... Oh, actually, hang on. Let me do... There you go. You can see the artist right there. Song title and artist. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna get that. Definitely not gonna get that. Nope. No, sir. But, gonna get a new guitar later, and it'll be better, don't worry. But anyway, so that's that. Some people came in, they want to see some stuff. I'm not showing stuff, so they left. I'm sorry. Let me keep going. Let's see, where should I start? I guess one of the first things that I saw was Studio Ghibli store, actually, in one of the malls. And it was really cool because they had a lot of stuff there. Like, they had sketchbooks from the movies. They had a lot of plushies, keychains, stickers, like, stationery, paper, envelopes. They also had pins, figures, and basically a bunch of stuff. But anyway, the cool thing about that is, for my friends and for Tina, I got them these things. They're little paper theater cutouts. So like, this is a scene from the movie, but the cool thing is that it's all like made out of paper. So what you do is, you know, in here are sheets of paper, and then you have to have a little razor or like a knife to cut the paper out, and then it creates this scene. So in the back you can see like there's the individual pieces of paper and all the things. There are instructions inside, and then English instructions included, which is pretty poggers. But yeah, so this is like the front view, and this is to show you that is an actual 3D showcase of the thing. So this one is for my friend, a really nice one. And then this one is from Tina, or for Tina. It's also Spirited Away. They also had stuff like Howl's Moving Castle, which is also for another friend of mine. And they had My Neighbor Totoro. They had Kiki's Delivery Service, When the Wind Rises, and something else. I forgot what the third one was. But the bummer was, because, okay, so I went there like the first or second week I was in Korea. And at first, when I was there, I didn't actually have money on hand, so like, oh darn, I'll just go again later. When I went again later, that's when I got this stuff. But it was so unfortunate because they changed the stock of what they had. So like this Spirited or this Howl's Moving Castle one, it's still good, it's cool. But the one they had when I first went was when they were doing the skywalking. And that one was so cool. That one was a really good one. I wish I got it then, but unfortunately I did not. So I'm sorry to my friend who's going to receive this. But it's still a really good one. It's still cool. Another thing I got from this Studio Ghibli store. Imagine getting presents, Lucky Tina. Bruh. It's not even the last of it, actually. She has a lot of stuff. Or, yeah. Anyway. They also got pins. Or they had pins. So I got some. Like this one is Howl. And there's like a bit of a reflection from the light to the lens. But this one's Howl. And then, is that Naruto? That is not Naruto. And then I got a cat. The cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And the third one, where's the third one? I had another one. Oh, here it is. The third one is just, you know, Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Oddly enough, the pins were mostly Kiki's Delivery Service and My Neighbor Totoro. I don't really know why. I wish they had some Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, or like Spirited Away pins, but the store specifically had Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, and I forgot what the other one was, but they didn't have all the stuff. So that was a little bummer, but still cool. So those are some things that I got. Yeah, I guess I'll put these pins on my little board over here later. So it's cool because okay, this is really cool to me. I initially got that board because I got all those Persona 5 pins in the back. And from then on, I was thinking every time I have an opportunity to get a pin of something that I like or something that I want, I'm going to get it and then just add it onto the board and then have the collection grow. I got a decent amount of pins this time around. Not like a crazy amount, but a good enough amount to, like, you know, add some flair. So Studio Ghibli pins, pretty cool, pretty cool. The other thing I went to that was really cool was the Tim Burton art exhibit in the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. That one was really cool. I don't think I've ever actually gone inside it, the plaza before, but here, let me see if I can. Let me get the pictures out. This is part of the show and tell portion, right? So, where is it? This? Yeah, it's this. Okay, so this is the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. This like UFO looking thing here, and it's really cool to look at because the architecture of it is so interesting. Like it's like a dome, but not entirely because it's like a blob, but not really. And that's me trying to take a selfie in the sun. The sun is very bright, FYI. So then I took a more normal picture. But this is definitely one of those spots that you go to as a tourist because there are just so many outdoor things that you can take pictures with, which I didn't do, but I took videos, which you'll see later. But the Tim Burton exhibit was really cool. It was something that I didn't really expect to do. I wasn't really planning on doing it, but then on my last week, I thought, you know what, there's like a few things left around town. I might as well just check it out. So I just went on a whim, and it was actually really cool. It was really nice. So on the outside, oh, you weren't allowed to take videos, pictures, or like anything like that inside the exhibit because of some like copyright stuff, and also they had videos playing, so they don't want you to like steal the content. Though I did record myself as on the microphone. I don't know how it's going to be used in the vlogs in the future. I'm not even sure if I'm even going to use it, but that happened, and that's pretty funny. But yeah, so there are these things on the outsides where it's like just kind of like a showcase of the things he's done, and you know, just looking at stuff like that. I don't know what else to say really. But the funniest thing is, I was by myself, right? And there's this shadow thing that, like, you stand on the spot and then it animates a shadow of this creature. But because I was by myself, I can't take a selfie of it because it doesn't show up. So then I had to ask the person checking tickets, like, "Oh, excuse me, could you please take a picture for me?" And it was really awkward because she was like, yes, as long as there's no people coming in." So hydrate. Cheers, thank you, thank you. So as she was taking pictures for me, she was also looking over her shoulder just to make sure that there were like no people trying to come in. Because again, you have to pay to go into the actual exhibit where photos and videos are not allowed. But a lot of people wanted to go on the outside because that's how they can see it for free without actually having to pay. But I will say, having paid and going inside, it was really cool because you could see Tim Burton's early works, his just his evolution of art and concepts as he works on different videos or different movies and animations. It was really cool, honestly. It's a really cool experience. So that was something. And the reason why I said all that is because, as you will know, Tim Burton was the director for The Nightmare Before Christmas. So, fittingly, I got a Jack Skellington pin, which I don't think you can get anywhere unless you're at the exhibit specifically or in like a very particular Disney store. So this is really cool to me because, again, collecting pins, but also very hard to get. And because I know my friend also really loves Tim Burton / Nightmare Before Christmas, I got them the Sally and Jack bundle, which is the 2 pins. You get them for like a discount because I think one of them was like, I forget, maybe like $12, $8 or something. But then if you get the bundle, you save like $5, something like that. I forget. Yeah, I actually don't remember how much these cost, and they're not written on here, so. But that's really cool. And then I also got a pin. It's Zero, the dog. Really cute. It says, "Zero, play dead, full of spirit." But basically, this is like the Nightmare Before Christmas bundle, right? Because you have Jack, Sally, and Zero. So, really excited to give that to my friend. I'm pretty sure they'll like it a lot. What else I got? Yeah, I guess just, aside from clothes, the other cool thing. Oh, this is really cool. Woo! The other cool thing that I did was I went to Lol Park and the T1 headquarters. So Lol Park is where the LCK, the Korean League division, play all of their matches. And how do I explain it? It's like in an office building, which kind of surprised me because I was kind of confused. But at the same time, it's super accessible to the public because it's just there, right? So like this is Lol Park on the side of the building that it's in, but also there are like other businesses and things there. So in my vlog, it'll be a lot better because I actually give like a video of what it's like to go inside and going up the escalators and stuff. Because the really cool thing about their escalators, as you go up, it's on the 3rd floor, so you have to go up 2 flights of escalators. On the sides, they have like custom art of all the champions going up, and it's so cool. And then as you go to the floor that Lol Park is on, which is again the 3rd floor, on the ceiling they have an animated like scroll of the what's it called, arcade skins. So like the 8-bit versions of the characters, like Ari, Ezreal, Kaisa, Riven, and all of them. They're just like scrolling through the top above the escalator, as it's going. Oh, it was really cool. So I can't show you that right now because I don't have the footage on my computer, or on this computer at least. But it was really cool. I had like a bit of a fanboy moment because I'm just walking through it and like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then as I keep getting closer to the top, like, wow, this is really cool. So this is also because they were doing the Star Guardian event, right? So they had all the Star Guardian cutouts up there. They had the razzle dazzle above the LOL Park sign. So this is always there, but then they did the decorating for their events. And the really cool thing about LOL Park is that they do it for every event. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I've only been there for one event, which is this one. Which I'm actually really happy I was, because the Star Guardian event is always really fun for me, and I personally really love the skin line. So the timing, perfect. Let's see, what else is there? I forgot what else is here. Is this? Oh yeah, and then they also had a cafe. It was called Cafe Bilgewater. If you know League, you know Bilgewater. I didn't get to try any of the things because I was gonna go out for dinner afterwards. So we're like, yeah, it's cool. It was really cool though, because they, sell coffee. They actually have food, and this was right in front of it. The Star Guardian with all the glitter, and then all the cutouts of the individual champions. And I got to meet Joe Marsh. That was the craziest thing ever. That was so random. But basically, so what happened was it was a total coincidence, right? Because originally when I was planning to go to LOL Park, it was going to be on a day where there were no games, because in my head, and when I looked it up online, like on the first week I was there, wait, bro, that's not Jason, man. But when I was initially going to go, I was going to go on a day that they had no games, because I thought you had to buy tickets ahead of time and like reserve a spot. But that was when they had more of the COVID restrictions. Apparently they changed the rules so that you could still buy the tickets when you get there. It's just, your seats are a little limited. But the day I went, my someone I was going with, so I went with my dad and one of our friends, like a friend that we know. And he asked me, hey, so are there any games playing tonight? Because, like, are you going to go? And I told him, oh, no, I'm probably not going to be able to go because, I'm thinking I have to reserve a spot. But then I look it up and I go, oh, wait, actually, T1's playing tonight. That's kind of crazy. And it was the T1 versus KT games. And when I got there, it was like just before game 1 ended. And that was so cool because, again, when you see the LCK like highlights or the actual VODs, you'll see that they have a little stadium. And it's really cool because it's just like a small circular area and, it's really nice. But on the outside of the stadium, like instead of being in the room, you can also just be outside and you'll see these giant screens where they have the game streaming. And it was really nice because it's not like a janky quality. It's like super clear audio. You get the high definition video streams and it's like right behind you, but also you're watching it in front of you. So that was really cool. And again, I have the videos on my other camera, just not on this computer. But you can kind of see the screen behind Joe. It's on the wall. But the funniest thing is, at this time, I was at the gift shop, actually, just getting stuff. And then my dad asks me, hey, who's that guy? Points over to the corner, and I look, and then I'm like, wait, that's the CEO of T1. What the heck? And then he was telling me, oh, yeah, because, there are people lining up to take pictures with him. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. And then the funniest thing is, yeah, honestly, if he didn't say anything, I wouldn't have noticed. But then the funniest thing is my friend went in line to take a picture with him. And then he comes back, is like, hey, so I got a picture with this guy, but I have no idea who he is because he doesn't play League. He doesn't follow anything like that. He was just there because we were going. And I was like, bro, he's the CEO of T1. That's crazy. And like, oh, you should get in line. And then I was like, maybe I'll wait for the line to die down. Maybe I'll just wait a bit. But then thankfully my friend was like, no, you should get in line now. Just do it. The line goes fast. Just take a picture. You're out of there. Like, okay, cool. And then went in line, took a picture. And the funniest thing is he saw I had a mic, right? Because I have that microphone on me. So he was like, hey. Or I went up to him like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, oh, you speak English. What's up? How's it going? And then we're just getting ready. I was like, hey, yes, I hope you don't mind just taking a picture with me. He's like, yeah, for sure. Looks at my chest and he's like, why do you have a microphone? I was like, oh, I'm filming a vlog. Oh, that's cool. But the sad thing is I actually didn't record that part. So I was so bummed. Like, I didn't think about it until after. Like, god dang it. But then the very fortunate thing is, apparently after he took a picture with me, he took a picture maybe like 2 more times with like 2 or 3 other people, and then he just like the security had cut off the line, like, hey, sorry, he has to go. This is it. So I got pretty lucky to be able to take a picture with him, and yeah, my friend has pictures with him and has no idea who he is still. But that was really cool. But again, the timing was really coincidental because he wasn't like expected to be there. Even the casters. If I watched the VOD when I got home because I was watching the highlights anyway, and even the casters like, oh, Joe Marsh is here with his drum. Welcome to the stadium, Joe. It's good to have you. They didn't know he was gonna be there, and then he just was there. So it was just super coincidental, super lucky, rare chance, and all that stuff. But yeah, so that was really cool. And from the gift shop, so let's talk about that. Again, pins. I got the LCK pin. Pretty cool. I'm gonna add it. It's just, you know, kind of like to say I was there, right? And then they're also selling masks of. Okay, well, actually, the cool thing about the LOL Park is they have stuff for all teams. So every team in the league, they have something. They had the jerseys there too, but in my head, I was thinking, well, I'm gonna go to the T1 office the next day anyway, so it's fine. So I didn't get one there, but I got a mask. And Andrew, I have the last one that I have, or maybe not the last one, but like I have your gift here. Do you want me to show you now or later? Because if I show you now, it'll be pretty cool, but then you have to wait. Whereas if I just show you when you come over, nay. So you want to just wait. Wait, okay. Well, anyway, content. Well, here's a sneak peek. Whoop, boom. There you go. That was your gift. But I also got a hat. It's really cool because you could see like the what's it called? A recorder. Oh, yeah, the LCK official plastic recorder, so that you can. Never mind. But anyway, so I have two hats here, right? On my left, I have the. Oh, that is not purple. What color is that? Wait. Oh no, actually, it does show up like that. So this is the LCS cap that I got in when was it? May? Yeah, in May, when I went to see the LCS finals in Houston, and this was one of the free stuff that I got from the LPP lounge. Thanks, Tina. Or I guess technically thanks Pekin for being challenger and a league partner. But then thanks Tina for like all the other things because she has all the connections. Either way, this is the LCS hat, right? And it's really cool because it's like the dad hat, you know, made by yeah, you know, the typical brands. The LCK hat though looks like this. You know, personally, I like the LCK brand a lot better because it's a lot cleaner. But then again, it's also the 10-year anniversary, so you know, that's a special thing. But then on the side, it also says League Championship Series, whereas the LCK one just has LCK on the back. So this is a very clean looking hat, and I love it. It's so great. Whereas this one, you know, has the 10 League Champions, and then when it was established. So still a nice hat. Really love it. But now I kind of have this goal to like collect hats from every region that I go to, which is not going to be much because I'm probably not going to go to all those different regions. But in the off chance that I go to the LEC, I'm going to get a hat because then it'll just round off everything. But LCK hat, really cool, really nice. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about this, and it's like right there. The other thing that I got that's really cool. Where is the LEC? LEC is in Germany. It's technically for Europe, but their stadium is in Germany. So I don't know when I'm gonna go to Europe, but if I do, then that's when I'll get that. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Let me see. Riot Store. Because there's this thing. If I ever go, I get you one. Oh wow, thanks. Holy cow. Okay, I'm on the League store, or like the Riot Games merch website, and the Star Guardian figures are so expensive. What the heck? What was I doing? Oh yeah. So one of the things that I also got was Star Guardian mousepad, and it's really cool because the box art. Oh, when it was on display, it was nice because they had it all lined up. And the cool thing is, like, it's, you know, it's four sides. One of it is Nico, or is it Akali? Oh, it's Kalista. One of it's not Kalista, Kaisa. I forget. One of them is Kaisa. The other one is Akali. Because in this whole event, it's about, you know, Akali and Kaisa. So when you put them together, it makes the art, and it's so cool. Like, look at that. And then with the Kaisa, wow, it look like that. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. It was, oh, it's wonderful. So then one of these goes to Tina. She'll get the nicer box because, you know, luggage. But the other one's for me. Oh, but it honestly is really cool. So we're gonna do a live unboxing because I didn't actually open it. I just saw it in person when it was out on display. But it's an XL pad, so it's like really long. Though I don't actually need another mouse pad for use, so this one I'm gonna have for like display. Oh, it feels nice though. It's like a really slim, or not slim, slick kind of feel. But this is what it looks like. Wow, it's really long. Look at that! Star Guardian! Isn't that so cool? It's amazing. I love it. But then, again, I'm not going to actually use it for my desk because I don't want to get it dirty, which is the big reason. Also because the one I have now is kind of expensive. But so I was thinking of having it on display, but then trying to figure out how would I even display this. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But until then, I'll just have it hanging out in the box so that it doesn't get dirty and all that. Yep. But again, when I saw it on display, I was like, oh, that's real cool. I want one. And then I thought, wait, if I get one and Tina sees it, she's going to take it. I'll just get her one too. She has a tendency to take things she likes from me. She's like, actually, this happened, when did it happen? I think it happened, oh, I don't even remember. I don't think it was when I was in Houston, but there was another time she came over, or I came to visit, and then she was like, oh, hey, where'd you get that flannel? I was like, oh, I got it from this store. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. What? Give it to me. Okay. And then I literally just took it off, like, here you go. Yeah. Things like that happen when you, when Tina asks, you just have to, you comply. You don't question. So that's that. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I remember. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Oh, another thing. The reason why I was kind of confused later is because after, you know, after I got the stuff, went back home, out of curiosity, I looked it up because I was telling a friend, like, oh, hey, I got some of this. It's pretty cool. And then, I looked it up online to see if it was even available on the store. Because, you know, usually with Riot products, if you get them in person, it's cheaper than getting it online. That's why whenever you go to see like the finals games or like any of the games really, people are like buying the figures and just like walking out like this. I saw it in Houston actually. I remember people were walking out with so many figures on the first day because they don't restock it when they're there. It's just like, you know, once it's gone, it's gone. But you save like 15% or something when you buy it in person as opposed to online, which is a good amount. And let's see. So here you can see that it's like 25 bucks, but it's not in stock. It's out of stock. The crazy thing is, when I was there in Korea at Lowell Park, there was like a huge, maybe not like an excessive amount, but there was at least 25 of them. So again, this is one of those things where I knew it's a limited event, a limited edition event item. because it's only for Star Guardian run. It's not gonna come back. So I'm just saying, it's rare. So there you go, Tina. I got you some good stuff. I'm not saying you gotta be grateful, but like, you know, it's good stuff, you know. But it is really cool to me because again, it's limited edition, and not only does it look great, it is great. And you can't get it because okay, the reason why I know that you can't get it is because when it says like to notify them when it restocks, they never restock it. I've been waiting for 3 years for them to restock Akali's KDA mask, like the first version of it. Still nothing. Actually, let me look it up right here. KDA, boom. Because I got the second one. You can see right there. That's the KDA All Out mask. That wasn't that big of a deal, and I think it's still in stock. Yeah, it's still in stock because people didn't really go crazy about that one. But the first mask? That's like near impossible to get. Let's see, where is it? Hello? Can I... Maybe? Maybe I just look up KDA mask. Yeah, so the first Akali mask... Oh, yeah, that's even worse. It just says, item is not available. You, like, yeah, once it says it's out of stock, it's impossible to get it now. So, lesson learned for me. And that's why I got those mouse pads, because, again, it gonna be impossible to get later. So, saying. But, oh yeah, it says retired. Makes a lot of sense. But then, that is super drip. Yeah, I know! That's why I've been trying to get it for so long, but it's just not possible. Really sad. Let's see. Yeah, so then that was all like very long-winded LOL Park experience. But then the really cool thing is I went to the T1 office, and that was so cool because like going there, it was crazy because I was walking down the street and I was looking at my navigation. I was thinking, I don't know where this is. I just remember that there's a giant T1 on the window. But on the road that I was walking down, it's on the T1 is facing like the inside of the street. So as I was walking, I can't see that. But then I remember looking like kind of like to the side so I could see the profile of the buildings, and I thought there's one building that's just red and black. I think that might be it, because that's the only office building in this street that's like colored like that. And then as we get closer, I could see the side of the glass, and it says T1. Like, oh, it's there. But the is it the Fortnite FaZe Clan? Don't even, dude. Just stop that. Don't disrespect them. But the funniest thing is I went there and then I was like, oh, I want to get a picture across the street. So then my dad was with me, so I went with him. We crossed and I asked him to take a picture for me. But then there were also some other guys there taking pictures, and then like, yeah, isn't this so cool? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I don't know what they were doing, but like I went inside with my dad because I was like, hey, I know the first floor is for like merch, so you can get stuff. So I went in there, you know, spent some time. I'll explain a bit more later. But then essentially after the whole thing, it was like maybe 20, 30 minutes. I went back out and then we're on our way home. But as we're leaving the building, we look to our left or to our right, and then we see the two guys that were taking pictures trying to go into the building. And then my dad asked, did they not know you could go inside? And I told him, I guess not. Like, it's pretty obvious, but they were just outside taking pictures of the building. Didn't even go inside. But this is really cool though, because then you get like, this is the lobby, and then in the front you'll see all the like merch. Like you can see the clothes there. And then in the front they have all the pins and keychains and like the noisemakers, the mask. Like I have that bottom mask from LOL Park. They have faker pins and pens, PIN and PEN. Keychains, notebooks, stickers, and then they have keychains of all the players. Like it's Zeus, Owner, Faker, Gumayushi, and Keria. And then they also have like those little badges and stuff. So, but this was really cool. And then they have some shorts, like their what's it called? Together as One stuff. So that's like for the fans. And then they have the trophies. This giant screen just shows highlights from the players' streams. So it's really funny. And then they also have the Red Bull. And then this is where you get like the hoodies, the jerseys, the pants, and stuff. So that was cool. And then this is all the trophies that they've won. And then when I show people this, they're always like, wow, wait, they won all those trophies? And then I tell them, yes, they're T1. Of course they did. And then, oh, actually, oh, exposed. Hang on. Let me show you something really cool, right? This is kind of crazy. Didn't expect to be able to do this until I got there. It's pretty insane. You'll have to excuse me. Ready? But you know, all I'm gonna say is I might have been signed on to the team. So this is my announcement video. I am officially T1 streamer. And you can see it's legit. I'm a streamer. But it's so cool. Like this is the actual jerseys that they wear. And okay, again, I'm telling you, that's not Jason. It's a different guy. Hydrate. Oh, cheers to that. It is getting warm in here. But yeah, this is really cool for me because, you know, I don't know how often I'm actually gonna wear it, but even worse. But yeah, I was thinking I might hang it on the wall or something, but I don't know. It's just so cool to have, and again, because it actually has, like, it actually has my name on the back. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, yeah, speaking of where is Jason, I have no idea, my guy. He is an enigma. It's almost impossible to like figure out what's going on in his mind. Work? Lame. Let's see, what else is here? He's probably teaching right now. Is he? It's like past dinner time though. Pretty late. But either way, maybe maybe I'll wear this on Saturday when we play Clash, and I'll channel my inner T1 play. So funny, so funny. But yeah, so that's all the stuff that I've brought. It's from 5:30 to 7:30. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well that kind of sucks. But yeah, so that's all the stuff that I've brought, but we're not done yet because there's more story time. But before then, I'm actually going to change out of this because, you know, it's so cool, but I feel kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to wear it. Give me a second. Yes. And now we're back. So, that was really cool, though. Oh, actually, there's another thing I forgot. As you all may remember, my stream schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evenings. But if you're following me on Twitter or on our Discord server, which if you aren't, you can be following those things to be notified of whenever I go live or if anything changes. And the Discord server has a lot of fun memes. But on Twitter, I said that I wouldn't be able to stream, but then I also put out a YouTube video in place of that, which is really fun. But the reason is because I had to go up to Chicago. It wasn't like a thing I was planning on doing because I initially wasn't gonna go. But let me explain the situation around that first, right? So my dad is kind of an important person. Not like crazy important in terms of like world politics or anything like that, but he's a pretty well known. Trying to figure out how much I want to leak. He's a very important person in his field of work at his position at work. That doesn't make sense, does it? Basically, he works for our university, or the university that I went to, which is also like one of the big universities in the country, and he is somewhat of a specialist in terms of what he does, I guess. So, prior to going to Korea, if you said his name, would we be like, oh, no, no, you wouldn't even know that. It's more niche, but from this thing that happened, it might kind of go out like that. But again, we'll see how that works out. But the way I'll explain it is, before we went to Korea, he was in talks with our local broadcasting company, PBS, which is a very American thing because I don't think they have PBS elsewhere. Do you guys have PBS in Canada? I don't think you would, because I know for a fact it's an American broadcasting thing. Because it's public broadcasting. We do? Okay. So then I guess it's just general, like a hence PBS. Okay. Makes sense. But anyway, in the past he filmed a special for PBS about how to. I don't think I could really explain this without telling what he does. Basically, he's a chef. He cooks. And he's a pretty well-known cook. But then from the PBS broadcast like years ago, he was one of the only people who knew how to prepare a specific type of fish. So because of that, he was on TV. You know, he did an interview, did a showcase, and that was that. That was cool. That was like 2015 ish, 2014 maybe. Oh, your dad is cool. Yeah, bro, he's so cool. He cooks really well, and it's good. But because of that, can you tell your dad I say hi? Sure, I will. I will let him know. I will tell him after stream. Um, because of that, there's this invasive species of fish, and in the Midwest particularly, there are a lot of them, like populating. So because of that, the region, the Midwest, is saying like, hey, if you catch this fish and cook it, do whatever you want with it. Like they're and you know how there are some endangered animals where it's like you can't hunt this, you can't catch this, you can't kill it and stuff like that. Invasive species are kind of the opposite unless they're specifically protected, like Canadian geese. Looking at you, Canada. Actually, no, it's America's fault. America purposely brought them in, and then they just kind of did that. But anyway, unless they have a very specific thing where you're not supposed to, like kill it or capture it or do anything to it, it's pretty much hands off. Like you can do whatever you want. And with this invasive fish called Asian carp, they purposely go, please catch this fish and do something with it. Like we don't want to just kill it for the sake of killing it. We want to use it to like do something else. So what they end up doing is they sell the meats, like to cook. They sell the skins to cook, but also they use the remains for like fertilizer and non-chemical alternatives for like growing things like plants and soil and whatnot. But anyway, all that being said, PBS wanted to do another special with him and like another interview, another showcase with that because again, it's a very regional thing, and within the Midwest, again, he's a very prolific person because he's one of the only people that can, or maybe not anymore, but at the time he was one of the only people that knew how to prepare it. So they approached him again to, interview him and ask him about those stuff. The interesting thing is, in Korea, they're also doing this series, or it's not out yet, but they're doing like this special, like a week-long special for this one show where they're talking about eco-friendly solutions to just fishing or like how to take care of the planet, and then also specifically focusing on fish, like how to catch fish, prepare fish, anything regarding fish, they are kind of like focusing on it. And through that, they got in contact with my dad and asked him, "Hey, would you be interested in, you know, being in this show so that we can not only like observe what you do with this fish, this Asian carp, because it's Asian, haha, but also just, you know, having an Asian, specifically Korean chef in America where things are different from cooking in Korea. It'd be very interesting for our viewership and our broadcasting company to have your perspective on how to prepare food." So he, of course, said yes. And while we were in Korea, they actually had a couple meetings where they were talking with each other, or like him and the producer. So then when we came back from Korea, there was only a few days for him to prepare, like with his equipment before we had to go up to go to Chicago and all that. And he had asked me, "Hey, would you be interested in going to this one place where I have to talk with a fisherman, and I'd like you to film stuff because they might use it for the show, and it'd be great if you could be there with me so that you can record those things." And I told him, "Yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything." So on Monday we went down to insert town because I don't want to leak too much. But we went there, and then I was filming stuff. And if you're following my Twitter, that's when I said, "So you'll be in the credits." I'm gonna explain that a little bit more later. But again, my Twitter, I said I may have been asked to record some footage for a broadcasting company. And that is not a lie. I had been asked to film stuff. Whether they used it or not, at that point, I had no idea. But I got my equipment, started recording stuff, just doing the whole thing so that if they did choose to use it, that it would be useful footage. And then the next day, which was the Tuesday, he asked me, "Hey, would you be interested in going up to Chicago with me so that, whatever, like you can give the footage to them or you can help me out with stuff?" And I told him, I mean, not really if I have a choice, because I'd rather stream, because, I haven't streamed in a while and I wanted to do this stream where it's the show and tell and just kind of hanging out with people. And then my dad, being the way he is, like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, you have a reason, so that's fair enough. All right." And then after that, my mom asked me, "Hey, so are you going to Chicago with your dad?" And I said, "No." "Why?" "I'm streaming." And then she says, "Can't you just stream in Chicago?" Like, "No, I have my stuff here. I can't just bring my computer up." Like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. But it'd be really nice if you went up with your dad." And like, "Okay, whatever." Because, that's what parents do. And then my sister, who actually does live in Chicago, was like, "Hey, are you coming to Chicago?" I was like, "No." "Why?" "Because I have to stream." "Boo, don't do that." Like, what? So then she's like, "Yeah, you should just come because, you can meet famous people, you could be on TV, you can visit me." And I'm like, "Ugh, visit you, nasty." But essentially, she was just saying, like, it'd be really nice if you did go. And then later, my mom started to play like the guilt trip card. She's like, "I'm actually really worried if your dad drives by himself. You should you should at least go with him so he doesn't like do anything dangerous on the road." I'm like, "Okay, well that's a reason, fair, but I want to stream." And then Tuesday rolls around. My dad has to do some stuff before he goes up, so he was still in town. And then like, "All right, fine, I'll go. Whatever, it's fine." So then I go up with my dad on Tuesday, and then he went to the location ahead of time with my sister because my dad was like, "You know what? He's already done stuff for me. Let him rest. You come with me instead." And my sister's like, "Okay, fine." And then I was just lying on the couch watching YouTube videos. Peak content. It was great. But then on Wednesday, it was supposed to be the three of us. My sister and I were supposed to go with my dad to help him out. But then she got kind of sick. Not COVID, but she got sick. So she wasn't able to actually do anything. So useful, so helpful. And then yeah, my dad asked me like, "Hey, so yeah, you're gonna help me out?" I'm like, "I guess so, because there's really nothing else I can do." And then the entire time I'm making the joke saying, "Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be here. What was gonna happen if I didn't go?" But long story short, the basic premise of what he had to do is like a food truck style where you know how they get those little sample boats of foods. he had a menu of like 3 or 4 different foods I had to cook and prepare. And essentially, for the TV program, what they're doing is they're showcasing the food and like how the food is prepared, and then like the general reaction of the people that kind of stop by. And if you see it, it'll make more sense. But it's kind of like, in those movies when a food truck comes out and they're like, "Hey, get some food," and then people, like, a crowd starts forming, and then you're like handing out the food, and people are like, "Oh, this is so good." This is basically what happened. But my dad and I were just in the kitchen, like constantly pushing out food, hustling, and then cooking and all that stuff. And the shoot went on for like maybe 4 hours, because there was a part where it was like a prepping of, the crew is setting up camera, but then my dad and I are like prepping the food, making sure that we're able to actually cook it. And then while they're recording it, there's like 2 or 3 hours of just solid, consistent work of cooking the food, and then pushing them out so that the crowd outside actually had food to eat, but also for us to actually use all the food that we're cooking. So that was cool. I don't know if I can actually show you any of the footage or pictures, because maybe I can show a picture. Hang on, let me. Do I want? I don't know if I'll get in trouble if I do, though. I for sure I don't think I can show a video. Though granted, there's no audio, so that's one thing. But I think I could show this one. So this is in the fish shop where my dad was cooking, and like all these people on the sides are the staff. So they have this cameraman, there's an audio guy, there's a producer, there's the director, and then there's the coordinators and the like the liaison of communicating between all the different parties. So that was really cool for me to see, because personally I was really interested in helping out as an audio person for like broadcasting. That was one of the possible fields I might go into in terms of like career paths or like work. So it was actually really cool to see what they did. And in my head, I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing, and that's pretty great. And it's also kind of funny because he's like literally running around with a box for the microphones and stuff. But so that's all that's happening. And at the end of it, wait, hang on, did I miss something? Oh yeah, so there are like 3 celebrities that were there too. Is that your dad? My dad is in the picture. I'm not gonna show which one it is, but I'm pretty sure, like, if you were following along, you could probably identify which one my dad was. But he was able to meet 3 celebrities. One of them actually he is a big fan of. The other 2, he's like, he knows them, but he's not really that big a fan of them. So it was more like, oh, it's really nice to meet you. But then for one of them, he's like, oh my goodness, it's so nice to meet you. And he was really happy to meet him. And then the crazy thing is, after the shooting was all done, also skipping some details, we went out to like the dinner with them, because they invited us to join them for their crew dinner. And from that, they or before we went into the restaurant, my dad asked them, oh, hey, sorry, I'm sorry for asking this, but is it okay if I take a picture with you guys? Because I was so busy in the kitchen that I didn't actually have a chance to, take a picture. And then not only was the staff all like, oh my goodness, we're so sorry, because they're treating him with a lot of respect because they're featuring him, but also like he's one of the key people in the show aside from the celebrities. So they're like, oh yes, of course we can get a picture with you. And then as they're taking a picture, he told the one guy who's a fan of, like, actually I'm a really big fan, and this is such an honor for me to be able to take a picture with you. And then at the same time, the celebrity's like, oh my goodness, well, thank you, but it's also an honor for me to take a picture with you because you're like the head chef for this program, for like what we're doing. So it's such an honor to be able to do this with you as well. And then that was like one of the happiest times my dad has been, because I have a picture of that, can't show it here, but he was super happy. Like, he was one of the happiest people on earth. And basically throughout dinner, they sat them next to each other, and then they were talking for most of the meal. And it was to the point where that celebrity said, hey, if you're ever in Korea, let me know, contact me, and then we'll go out for a drink or like whatever you want to do. We'll hang out, all that stuff. And then he gave my dad his personal phone number, like his actual phone number and contact details. And it's just like, it's crazy. I'll see you in 7 days almost exactly because we should be finished dinner by then. Oh, wait, Central Time. Gee, yeah. It's crazy. Like, honestly, it's really crazy. So going back, right? Before we left for dinner, we're finished the shoot. Everyone's packing down, cleaning up. I helped my dad with a lot of the food stuff. So, you know, I told him the joke, like, hey, what if I wasn't here? He's like, haha, I'd find a way somehow. And like, it would probably suck though. He's like, haha, yeah. So very fortunate that I was there to help him out with that. But then the cool thing is, so with the broadcasting company, which I guess I can show this, it's SBS. It's a very prolific, like super well-known broadcasting company in Korea. And what they do is for any of their special featured guests, like whoever they do interviews with or whoever they're highlighting, they give them like a very special gift as a thank you. So my dad got like a bunch of makeup, which is typically what they give, I think. Aside from like, well, I guess it depends, but for this one in particular, all the special people got makeup. And then it was to the point where one of the celebrities, because they filmed them giving him the gift, and he was making the joke like, yeah, as you can tell, it's probably not for you, but you can give it to your wife instead. He's like, oh, thanks. So that's what we did. My mom has all the makeup now. But then for all of the other people helping, they also get something smaller, which is this. I haven't opened it yet, so I actually have no idea what it is. My guess, or some guesses, were that it's a pen from my dad and my sister, because, again, didn't open it, don't know. But let's open it now. But yeah, for the record, boom, I got this because I helped on a shoot. And, well, let's open this first. I've been talking a lot more than showing stuff recently, so. We have another box. And inside the box, oh, it is a pen. Wait, that actually is a pretty nice case though. But sheesh. Wow, this is a really slim pen actually. Like it's for context. Let's see, do I have a regular pencil? All right. So for context and size, this is a regular pencil, right? It's a number 2. And then this is the pen. It's like slightly slimmer. And then, oh, it's also one of these rotating ones where you like rotate it to open it. And also has like a little touch nub so that you can, you know, just like tap your phone and then it does the thing. Wow, ooh, this is a nice pen. And then I can also be like, yeah, I got a pen from SBS, baby. And then they'll be like, oh, wow, this is so cool. Oh, and that ties into the footage stuff, right? So, again, on Monday, I filmed my dad at one of the locations, and that was without them. They weren't there for that. It was just me and my dad with the people that were in the location. And I filmed some stuff on my vlogging camera, because that's like, you know, a lot easier for me to record with, but also is able to record some high resolution footage. And then, you know, it was just filming some stuff like him driving. It was almost like a vlog, essentially. That's the way I approached it. Was if I were to make this into a vlog, how would I record this video? So then I filmed my dad driving. I filmed us going down the highway and like the trees passing by. But then also, since it's about fish, it's like how the fish is processed, whether or like where they get caught and how they get off the boats, how to gut a fish, because one of the fishermen was showing the whole process, like gutting, scaling, and like trimming the meats, dividing the meats, and then also like grinding the meats for patties and stuff. And you know, my dad told me like, hey, they might not use it, they might, I don't know, but you can just show the director or the producer, and then if they like it, they'll ask for it. If not, then it's whatever. They're like, okay. So then once we're packing down and we're cleaning up and all that stuff, let's see, can I show this picture? yeah, I guess I could show this picture. I mean, like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm gonna get in trouble for streaming to like 4 people right now. But this is outside of one of it's outside the fish shop where we're shooting the shoot, which also it's a really delicious fish shop. Like, I don't know if I can even say the name because, well, I guess if you're in Chicago area, go to Dirk's Fish and Gourmet Shop. It's really nice. They have really good fish quality, really good sandwiches, and all that stuff. But basically, these are the celebrities, right? And then this is all the crew members. So like, there's the producer, and then, or no, this is the producer. This is the coordinator. They got all the cameramen. They have the audio guy somewhere hidden behind here, and all that stuff. But yeah. So after we're cleaning up and putting stuff away, I went with my dad, and my dad was like, "Oh, excuse me. By the way, my son recorded some stuff on Monday when we were going to see the fish and stuff. So if you'd like to see the footage for that, then he has his computer here. You can look at it." And then they said, very politely, what they said was, "Oh yeah, of course, we'll check it out, and then we'll see if it's something that we'd be interested in using." Which translates to, yeah, we'll see if it's good. So then, knowing that, I'm like, oh, shoot, I don't even know if they want this anymore. I don't know what to do. But then I just showed them the videos, like, yeah. So they asked me, "What kind of footage do you have? Can you show us?" And like, yeah, of course. And I told them I have some shots of him driving, him being my dad. I have some shots of my dad driving. I have some of the highway. And then one of the assistant producers like, "Oh, actually, that's a pretty good shot." And it's the one with the driving on the highway. I'm like, and then in my head, I'm going, yeah, of course it's a good shot. I know what I'm doing. But then on the outside, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And then I kept scrolling through, and then I was explaining to them, like, yeah, so this shot is how the fish gets processed and like how the fish gets trimmed down. This is how they make the fish patties. This is how the fish come off the boat. And like, this is how you clean the fish and like, gut it, scale it, and all that stuff. And then as I kept going down on the list, their reactions got even better and better. They're like, "Wow, that's a really good shot. Oh, that's a really good shot. Wow, that's incredible that you have that one." And especially like the cleaning the fish and all that stuff. They're like, "That we wouldn't have even had a chance to have that, but you have the whole thing. That's amazing." And then instantly they just looked at me and go like, "Can we use this? Could you please send this to us?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course." So then put it on an SD card, gave it to them. And at this point, I don't know. They have my footage. And that to me is kind of crazy. The only problem is this whole broadcast, or like what they recorded, doesn't air until September. So I won't know if they use it or not until then. But if they do, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, my shot's in that episode. I did that." It'd be so cool. And it's really wild. But anyway, that's pretty much why I was gone for like the past 2-3 days, because I was in Chicago helping my dad with the shoot. And yeah, it's kind of crazy that I have a pen from SBS, a very prolific Korean broadcasting company, and the fact that they might be using some of my footage, but also the fact that my dad was on TV for them. Oh, also, since I was helping cook, I might be on TV too. That's kind of crazy. So if that does happen, I'm gonna like screenshot that or get the link to the episode and stuff, and I'm gonna post it, slam it on the Discord server, slam it on my Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and then be like, "I was on TV and they used my footage." Well, okay, I don't know if they're actually gonna use my footage or if I'm gonna be on TV, but if there's the chance, you better bet I'm gonna jump on and be like, "Yo, that's me." But again, long story short, I was gone for a few days, wasn't able to stream on Tuesday because I was helping my dad with all the stuff in Chicago. And again, shoot went really well. They were really nice people, very accommodating, very friendly to my dad, which was really important to me personally, because I know as a production person from the past that things can get really dodgy or really sketchy sometimes. And thankfully, this was not one of those situations. So that was great. And it was a really fun experience, honestly. Kind of stressful, mostly because there's just constant work, especially because I, again, was not planning to be there in the beginning, but, it happened. And I can put that under my belt. And this is on stream. and it's also going to my VOD channel as a VOD later. So it's all on record. I've done this. I was there. And then the cool thing is I even sent pictures to my cousins and like our family in Korea. And they're like, "Wow, that's crazy. He's going to be on TV and like you met these celebrities, blah blah blah." So, that's really cool. But yeah, that kind of wraps up a lot of the stuff for today actually. I've shown all the things that I've gotten in Korea. And if you missed it, you can always check out the VOD. I can't give you a timestamp because I don't remember when it was. But that tells you a little bit on my trip in Korea and all the things that I've gotten. If you want to see any of the vlogs, they'll be coming out in September, right? This month is this month is August. They'll come out in September. This month, though, all of this month is the Canada vlogs. They're the Canada vlog series. First episode's out already. Second one comes out on Monday. I'm gonna try to push those out as quickly as I can. And then I think for now the plan is when I edit all the Korea vlogs, I'm just gonna do back-to-back releases. So one whole week of just Korea vlog uploads. So that'd be really cool. But that's all for now. It's good to be back. I'm gonna try to keep the consistent schedule of Tuesdays and Thursdays again. If anything does come up though, please follow me on Twitter or Discord to be notified, because that is the first place, or those are the first places I go to let people know. We are glad you're back. Well, thank you, Andrew. It is good to be back. I had to grind out that Star Guardian event though, so that's gonna be a thing. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, if you want to be notified of when I go live next, always follow me on Twitter or Discord. And you can also join the Discord community, where I'm going to be there in just a little bit to play some games and hang out. If you want to see some vlogs or some other stream highlights, you can always check out my YouTube channel. Okay, somebody's excited to finish the pass. Yeah, this was really fun. I haven't done a just chatting in a very long time, and I feel like I've chatted for a long time as well. But a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to go decorate the pin board a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching once again. Hope you have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.